Alright guys, we are following a gray whale.
Noises, but if you can in the back, slide over to the left side.
You can see its footprint. Just off the side of the boat here, you can see how close. Here she comes. Traveling right under the surface.
It's coming toward us, guys.
Angled out a little bit towards it. You can see its footprints there. You can see those slick spots in the water. There she blows.
That's a pretty good sized whale. I mean, that'd be my worst. That's a pretty good female.
See if I can zoom in just a little bit, get you a little bit better look.
Watch them that brown color toward the surface. I can hold this angle until I know otherwise.
Again, this is a gray whale, California gray whales. If you've listened in the past, these guys migrate from north of Alaska in what's called a Chukchi Sea. It's a 12,000 mile round trip migration. They go down to the Pacific coast of the Baja Peninsula, or 3 or 4 different lagoons. They'll hang out for 4 or 5 weeks while they give birth, begin to raise their young, and mate for the next year. Moms will stay with their babies for 4 or 5 weeks down in the lagoons. Babies will nurse off their moms. Will gain about 50 pounds a day. Whales' mother's milk is about 55% fat. They got to put on that heavy layer of lard, which they're not born with, to help insulate them for their trip back to Alaska.
The clear patch,
there it is.
There it is.
Just barely sticking out. You know, zoom in closer, but we get a little bit out of focus if I get too much.
I don't think I'll stay too long with this guy. Cool smaller whale.
These guys,
difficult for a gray whale.
They don't like to be seen. I mean, their whole mission is just to get to the Baja Peninsula without being seen. They're not trying to raise attention to themselves. Here it comes. Just we barely be able to see it. Right in the middle of the screen here.
Right in the swell, right?
Oh, right in the swell. Just see it coming up. Holy smokes. Just barely. But there she is. Or he, not sure which.
That's a big whale.
Alright guys, here's a couple of whales together, showing much better than those previous ones. You can barely see them underwater. It's light green color underwater. I don't know if you can see that on the screen or not, but you can just barely see that light green coloration underwater.
I think they're both coming up now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, is it 2 or is it 3? Definitely 2. Yeah, the 2 big ones.
Here they come. There's one.
One sneaky snorkeler. They're a big whale, guys. Not small. And then the one on this side is even bigger. Look at the size of those footprints. These These whales are picking up some speed here.
There's the footprints Captain Tom's talking about.
I'm going to try to get them a little bit more off to the side here. Still up like 10 o'clock. You can see them underwater now. The water's nice and clear out here. Here comes the one. Looks like the sneaky one. No, not the sneaky one.
California gray whales. Pretty cool. Cruising along down to Mexico. I think they go to Mexico for the tequila. What do you think, Captain?
There it is, yeah.
Our gray whales might boycott the migration if there's a wall built.
I don't know if you heard that or not.
Gray whales.
Captain Tom says that they're going to boycott the migration if Trump gets the wall built.
Almost 1,000 miles south of Dana Point. They actually live over the summer.
There's two of them together. You see them right there?
Oregon up to Alaska. There's two populations. One that centers around British Columbia and the other up to on the north slope of Alaska. These guys go way up north. Some of these guys will go all the way up to the North Pole.
And now you can really see them underwater. You see that green color? Here they come.
Lots of barnacles on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other one's just a little bit closer than that one, just to the inside.
Coming toward the boat now.
Keep turning away, and they keep coming closer to us.
Yeah.
I'll hold my line now. See what happens.
Here they come, aimed right out towards us.
Right next to the
Just
boat now.
barely see them underwater. Yeah, the two of them are coming up, I think, side by side. Nice. Again, they're kind of creeping in closer to us. Here they come. Can you see the green underwater there? I can't tell on the screen, but this guy's coming up right about. You can see him coming up. There, now you can definitely see it. Both of them side by side there, two of them. That was awesome. See how they just turned in on us though.
That's what that's all about.
Again, there's her footprints. Look how big those footprints are. And they just sunk out.
Just know, we are still looking, and I pretty much guarantee you one more marine mammal sighting on this trip. There is another marine mammal we are going to see. The one thing we were missing was dolphin. We didn't see any dolphin on this trip. I did see a few in the distance when we first got out, and we did cover some ground out there. I got pretty far, about 5 miles offshore, looking for those guys. I see birds moving around, but I don't see anything under them right now. So I guess the dolphin are up the line from us, probably out north of Laguna somewhere, maybe. Apologize for that. They're always on the move. You never know where they're going to be. But we do have a lot of dolphin out here. Typically what we will see are the common dolphin. There's two types of common dolphin, long beak and short beak. Give you one hint what the difference is between the long beak and short beak. They're a little bit smaller, the short beaks. They tend to be more offshore than the long beak common. Long beak common tends